So here we are, game number 4 of MOYAI versus OHBOY semi-final 2. Green team in the northern spawn will be MOYAI, Bungo, Moskva, Minotaur, Sphere, Kleber, Marceau. Yeah, we expected the French. Meanwhile, in red, OHBOY going to be running Bungo, Salem, Minotaur, Venezia, Sphere, Kleber, Ragnar. Now let's try and get some builds done before they all scatter off like those French DDs tend to do. That's not the build viewer, this is the build viewer. Alright, so Fearless Brawler, BFT, EFT, Fearless, IFHE, so he's gone for the pens on Rag Belt. We got MOYAI, Moskva, Legmod, Top Grade Gunner. We got Sphere here with Outnumbered, Moskva, Top Grade Gunner, Top Grade Gunner, and Legmod. Alright, can I just can I say things after I see them and not just say what I'm just feeling like saying? Anyway, Outnumbered RPF on the Radar Minotaur. Bungo Heavy AP, Bungo Heavy AP. Meanwhile, red team, we have a Kleber with Fearless, RPF, no AFT or anything like that. Second one, this is Dazzle, Fearless, no AFT. Venezia, no Legmon or anything like that, just regular, straight up Venezia. Salem is going to be Radar Salem, running Top Grade Gunner, nothing too amazing. That's a Radar Minotaur here. Got Bungo with no heavy AP. Second Bungo with no heavy AP. And then Sphere with RPF and no Outnumbered. And finally the Ragnar AFT Superintendent. Alright, initial deployments, let's go. Heading over here, we've got Moskva and Sphere. Moskva man's down here. Sphere around here, looking for anything to farm. Minotaur going to be playing a radar camper here. Interesting one. Double Bungo heading out to this side. Looks like they're going for the heavy push. Moskva going to go get himself down to here, most likely, to stop all there. And then we have the Kleb, Moss. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go watch the fight. I get rid of all this stuff. And it looks like Bring Me Cookies as Kleber has been turbo focused by everything else. And it looks like he's getting very low, down to 3,000 health already. 2,000 health, 1,000 health. He does have the improved saturation, so this damage is going to be reduced heavily since he's been heavily battered so far already. Wiggling the best he can, trying to get out of this alive. Mosca Salvo's coming in. Bring Me Cookies goes down. First blood going over to MOYAI. Let me quickly go over the red team builds before, while I have a bit of a break. Sphere is going to be the solo cap here. Bungo, got Ragnar going for the reverse contest. Salem going to sit in man with Radar Island. Bungo is going to be looking for spots on everything down here. The double Kleber went in early, didn't get too much. Venezia was in support, but didn't get much down either. And then Minotaur up from behind. Yeah, well, I think the Venezia got like a 4k salvo or something. Source did take a bit of a battering, but now they send the double Kleber and the Marceau into the D cap. That's going to allow them to take that. That's going to give them a 2 cap to 1 advantage, as the home caps are both taken as well. OHBOY heading into B cap with a contest. Minotaur Radar comes out. Let's have a look what's happening here. See how aggressive the player with this Minotaur here. Minotaur is caught within the radar of the Ragnar in return. Marceau of Zil will be going for the resets, along with the Bungo. Do get the resets. This Minotaur Radar will be up for another 30 seconds, so Toth's probably going to be forced out, as Zil's just free farming on him right now. The Minotaur radar finally ending soon. Oh boys, Sphere and Bungo are advancing towards the home caps. Ragnar might go for the recon test now that the radar from Minotaur has expired. Bit quiet right now. Trading not looking too heavy. Venezia pushing forward, kind of caught quite deep. Does have the smoke to turn around and get out of there soon. Depends how far up he wants to go. Well, he does have the smoke, but there is like a Moscow of the radar. Though the Moscow's radar is still on cooldown, but still. Yeah, there's a Venezia smoke. They did not actually go for the recontest with the Ragnar. They're actually going to leave that alone. Looks like MOYAI might be the one going for the contest here after all. There is a Salem with a radar already. I'm waiting for this, but we'll see. Meanwhile, the Bungo Sphere push is almost there, but you're pushing into Moskva and Sphere yourself, yeah. I mean, Bungo could probably torture the Sphere a little bit, right? Spots him in the open, yeah. Pops his spotter plane. Gets his salvo out. And Bungo should hurt. Yeah, Bungo does hurt. Bungo hurts a lot. Decent enough salvo. Sphere's going to be healing most of that back, though. Not quite Devstruck. Ragnar over here. There's a lot of trading back and forth going on here. It looks like Brody's been getting farmed heavily. And MOYAI were able to take the sea cap using the Marceau of Zil. Bungo and Sphere almost in position to get this contest going down. Sphere is spotted in the open again, so Bungo might be going for another painful looking salvo. Mostly just Bungo on Bungo violence that we're seeing at the minute. Sphere and Bungo should be able to switch off and contest A soon-ish. They do have the Moscow there. Might not be as easy as thought. Okay, Jania and the Clever goes to contest D, but there's a Kleber of swords ready and waiting, and torpedoes. Well, he's forced to dodge in between the torpedoes, but now he's kind of caught on a death route.
The enemy is about to win.
Jania goes down. Was forced to make that play because they're so far down on points. You'll want to get a salvo towards the low health Kleb, but he's all angled. Yeah, 0 damage because, you know, angles. Bouncing all that sap. Source is kind of trapped a little bit behind this rock. They might be able to pick up that kill with Salem. As Ragnar and Clever proxy spot each other, you'll enter in the background there taking a big bit of damage though. Still not able to contest this cap. As it stands, MOYAI looking like they're going to take this to game 5. As they're currently sitting on all 4 caps. Because they sent Zil all the way through the home cap. Alright, Sphere goes down in the background. So that's pretty much going to be the decider. OHBOY's push stalls out over at A. Bungo being forced back. They might pick up the MOYAI Moskva here. I'll just buy them at a little bit of time. Yeah, they might be able to pick up the Kleber too. But it won't decide anything really, will it? Yeah, Brody goes down. Balance department in the Minotaur also goes down as a counter. So, OHBOY at least pick up 1 kill, but this was a very clinical performance by MOYAI, taking us to game number 5. Somebody queue up Silver Scrapes. And this is what we're looking at. Potential for a MOYAI reverse sweep in the series. Both these teams fighting to have the privilege of facing TWA in the grand final. Yay. Just a reminder, both of these teams are already qualified for internationals. Let's go have a look and see what's been happening with the rest of the qualifications while we're waiting on the next map to start up. Because I believe these games have been happening in the background. Right, so NTT 2-0 over DSNF, knocking DSNF down to the lower bracket. Ortis 2-0 over NWDA. Throw 2-1 over Pumba. GPM 2-1 over V8888. Because that is a double elimination. 4 teams from that bracket will make it to join the 4 teams that have already qualified. That'll be MOYAI, Rain, OHBOY, and TOA. Let's throw you into a map intro video for Northern Waters, and you can listen to the horrible AI. And you can suffer with me.
In the southern Arctic Ocean lies an archipelago of Caledonian granite, frigid and forbearing. These frozen rocks and sparse fauna will shortly become unwilling witnesses to the rigors of naval combat. This is Northern Waters. Northern Waters is a 42 by 42 kilometer domination-style map with 4 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, the B cap is in the center, with caps C and D on the right. In this new configuration, spawns of ships are based on what class they are. Battleships spawn above Cap A, cruisers spawn above Cap B, and destroyers spawn above the home caps C and D. This aims to provide teams with new and specialized tactics for each flank, with unique deployment ideas. Cap A on the left is larger than in previous iterations, now having a small island providing cover for any ship that wishes to contest it. Cap B was moved to the right to be harder to directly contest, with the small islands inside offering minimal cover. The home caps, C and D, are surrounded by a fair number of small islands, allowing destroyers to set up for ambush-style hit-and-run tactics more comfortably. Support from cruisers spawning in the middle of the map is critical for success on both sides. How will teams divide their forces for the most optimal strategy? 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Northern Waters.
Back a second. I need a quick break. Sorry about that. Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. I misplaced my phone. 1 second. I'm back. Don't worry. I'm not dead. I'm not dead yet. All right. So, Oh Boy versus MOYAI going into Northern Waters. This is for all of the beans, apart from the beans that you get in the next round. But it's for the majority of the beans. This is the winner of this will advance to play TUA, fighting for first and second. The loser of this will play a best of one against Rain to decide who gets the third seed for EU. And who's fourth seed. Both of them are going through, but it's for seeding. And we're dropping. Let me switch the spawns around. Alright, so green team in the non-spawn here in game 5 of this semi-final game between Oh Boy and MOYAI. Green team in the non-spawn will be Oh Boy running Sibba, Colombo, Worcester, Venezia, Gearing, Kleber, Ragnar. You know, in red, MOYAI in the southern spawn, Libertad, Kremlin, Moskva, Minotaur, Goliath, Kleber, Ragnar. Goliath? Goliath. Alright, let's go have a look at some builds quickly. Full secondary Libertad, no surprise. Kremlin, nothing too unusual. Moskva, top grade gunner, and leg mod. Goliath, outnumbered. Expert loader, nothing too ridiculous. Minotaur is a radar Minotaur running outnumbered and RPF. No survivability expert. No survivability expert? Why? That's risky. Ragnar, EFT, Superintendent. Second Ragnar, EFT Superintendent. Kleber, Fearless, IFHE, BFT, and Fearless on the second club. Switching over, what do we have here? We have Rag, Fearless, EFT. We have second Rag, Fearless, EFT. Kleb, Dazzle, and Fearless. Both Klebs running Dazzle. Interestingly enough. Also, Superintendent. Okay. Gearing, Dazzle, RPF. Venezia, top grade gunner, Superintendent. We got leg mod Worcester running top grade gunner and outnumbered. Is it a choice? It's a choice. Right, and then battleships finally we have what? Sibba running secondary range. And Colombo. It's the first Colombo I've seen in the entire tournament. Anyway, let's have a look. Well, Colombo is limited. Initial deployments. Heading over to A, we have the Sibba, who looks to be like making his way down here. We got Colombo in support. Then everything else is heading west. Double Kleb manning B. Then we have Rag heading down the 10 line. And Venezia, Worcester, and Gearing going to be joining up with all of them. Libertad out wide. Kremlin, Moskva going for that same push we watched before, potentially. Think Goliath exists here. He's going to start trying to farm his Colombo. Colombo is going to eat that Goliath alive, right? Ouch. Rag with a contest here, Minotaur with radar control, and then all of this. Let's just go watch things. Things are going to happen soon. This is such an oddity. There's not really much to analyze just yet. If you're wondering about the IFAG Kleber, that allows you to pan Rag's belt. Minotaur radar comes out, finds both Klebs in B, and all of the shells in the universe start heading their way. And Janie are going to take a huge slap. Both these clubs were running Dazzle, but it doesn't look like it's helping that much. As we see Return Fire heading out and everything that's been opening up, and it's just Brawl. Janie are taking a lot of damage here behind this rock. He's caught deep within this radar here as well. He's not getting out there easily. Okay, he gets out. Still lit though. Gets dark. Toth's going to be rotating in instead. Jania is losing a lot of health here. Alright, Jania gets dark. Still some residual shells coming in. Not much return damage in onto the MOYAI forces. But yeah, here comes the contest from Toth. But Kremlin of MOYAI is going to be taking A. I'm going to Goliath. Rag Raider comes out, does not find Toth. Moscow Raider comes out, looking for whatever's around here. They find the Columbo in the smoke, controller kill. Toth takes B for OHBOY. That's going to put the caps at 2-2. Columbo getting kind of farmed over here. Needs to be careful as well, because he's got 4 ships on him, basically. Columbo Sap not doing very much to a Ragnar. I mean, he's still hurt, but... Looks like double Kleb reload boosting into the Ragnars over on the 10 line here. In fact, that's a very, very low health looking Ragnar, as they appear to be ramming into each other, and that's blocking the escape. Yeah, Desert Fox going down to the double Rag. Did they get a trade out of this? Doesn't look like it. OHBOY down a DD now. And Jania is also still low. Pushing forward with the Venezia. But he's going to have to, well, he's going to turn flat broadside to the Minotaur right now. Drops his smoke, and as he's dropping his smoke, he's walking into a wall of torps. Takes 2, and he's caught on the Minotaur's radar. Big hits on the Minotaur there. I'm not sure what just citadeled him. Was that just Venezia? That was Venezia. Well, Venezia explodes after eating those 2 torpedoes, and that's 2 ships now down for OHBOY. MOYAI looking like they're on for a reverse sweep. Well, Gearing and Worcester are rotating over. Worcester Raider comes out, seeing to fish for that Ragnar, doesn't find him. Well, Worcester gets smoked by the Gearing, went to park himself in the B cap, gets caught in a Ragnar radar. Balance Department now finally in position to start doing something to these DDs, forcing them back, so they can exert some pressure to try and get potentially into the D cap. Jania's clever is going on some sort of adventure. This adventure might get very ugly very fast. Because there's a Libertad over there. I think we're about to see an accidental YOLO. I mean, this... Well, he's found the Libertad. And he's going to go down to the Libertad. He gets 6 torps off. Connects with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. It's not going to be enough for the kill. Yeah, Genia just accidentally found himself a YOLO opportunity. I don't think he was prepared for that. Because if he was, he would have had his other torp set all ready to go. There are some low hit point bars over on this side of the map. As you see, the Kleber's reload and boosting into each other. Toth getting damaged quite heavily. He's got Ragnar on him, Minotaur on him, and Kleber on him. In return, he was sending cells towards the opposing MOYAI Kleber, but he's kind of on his own here. We've even got the Kleber of Source getting involved. Source is very low, though. Toth's going to hide himself behind that rock as much as he possibly can. OHBOY just don't have the ships over here to counteract all of these players. Toth just getting bullied behind his rock. Angles available from everywhere. Toth goes down. It's going to leave Bring Me Cookies in a 4 versus 1 basically, as the Wooster is just nowhere near to be able to help.
The enemy is about to win.
Sibba is going to be making his way into the A-cap to try and make something happen. He might be able to get a kill on the lower health Libertad after the Kleber Roche. And that'll be it. MOYAI taking the reverse sweep as they pick up the Ragnar kill on the border here. Congratulations to MOYAI advancing to the grand final to face TWA. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. A reverse sweep just happened, apparently.